Hello and welcome. Right, this is Zielonka Start From Scratch, but it's not the Zielonka Start From Scratch that you're actually used to seeing. This is in an attempt to fix the broken ground layer. So what you've got to do is, I thought, it's a lot of people that probably get stuck in this situation. Everyone says, oh, you can't do this. If you're on a PC or a Mac, you can do this. It's a shame you can't do it. The principles are still the same for PlayStation and that, but I don't think you've got access to the I don't know if you have, if there is a file explorer per se or not. I suspect not, from all of the things that I've heard about it. I did have an Xbox One, but I've always been a PC fan, always had a PC really, and it was just to like have a knock around with my lad really. I got on and it never worked out, so I just went back to PC. But yeah, how do we do this? Let's not get sidetracked. Well, obviously the money in that, obviously this is, yeah, let me just show. Obviously we're on the, but I'm not sure. Obviously you can still see Courseplay retains courses because this is based upon the map named Zielonka. It is, so therefore it keeps these courses. Any courses we've got on the map, on Courseplay, if I was in a tractor, of course, we haven't got any equipment at all. We don't own any land or anything like that at present. So then if I show you this will just show you that, yeah, 1 minute while I've been talking to yourselves. In fact, I think I've been talking slightly longer than a minute, but it must be less than 2. So therefore, yeah, we are on this now. And now I'm not sure whether we need to catch me up. I'm in November. I'm not sure. I don't understand how to do time. I don't think you can. So there's a little bit of, we're going to have to speed through time to get me to the same month that I'm in really. But what we're trying to aim, the aim is, obviously I can still buy, well actually I don't need to. I'm going to take a few of my XML files, basically only a few. What's damaged is what they call the GRLE, the ground layer. I don't know if it stands for environment or ground. I would imagine something like that, ground layer environment. Bottom line is, if that gets damaged, I'm sort of not an expert. I'm not going to say that because that's braggy. But having gone with Frontier and seeing what happens when you swap, if you put a brand new pristine map back in place and then stick your equipment and farmlands and items, bottom line is, on this map, now everything should be good. Now the one bad thing is, unfortunately, the damage, you can see those trees are all back over there. Well, they're all going to be over there again. So last session I chopped them all down. I think what we're going to do is probably, actually that's not a bad idea thinking about this. Oh no, but then I'm going to have no, I've still got to chop them down twice. I have a good mind to tree devour them instead of like doing that, because I've already done it, and I'm going to have to still do it twice really to match it. Well, the other thing we're going to have to do is obviously to match that in advance. I've really got to buy 59 again. You watch. I've not looked yet. You've been with me apart from character creation. I'll bet there's a brilliant tractor or something inside these sales, just because it doesn't matter. No, there isn't. Makes a change. Right, it does. It's usually when you don't care about what is there that it usually get really cracking equipment. Well, it doesn't really matter because obviously this money is going to go, so in a way we can do what we like. So what I'm going to do, the one thing we do need to do though, because we will keep the items, I'm going to have to, I don't know how to do this sort of fairly, because I'm going to have to first of all chop that lot down. Right, let's pop across, let's lease a 70 tonner. Let's do this in style as well, because it is all additional work. That's the one thing I always look at this as if like, yeah, it's not right. So let's go for my favourite tractor. Let's have a little bit of fun with this. But I just thought I'd also bring you in, for those people who are interested in the mechanics of what actually goes on behind the scenes. Do we use, no, let's lease that. Capacity, no, I'm not worried about. We'll go with the biggie, the monster. Oh, it's done that thing where your mouse won't allow your thing to, has it gone down a little? It used to be 800 and some. Oh no, it's still there. Do we want a attaches 3 point? Do we need a front loader attacher? Not if we're doing it as that. We don't. No, we don't want to buy. That'll pretty much clear us out. Yeah, 18,000. Fantastic. Now then, Tree Devourer. We want forestry equipment. Yeah, I suppose what we did cut this lot down. So instead of having what I did have, what we're going to have instead is no, we're not. Now, when I swap my items in, even if I bought this, I wouldn't retain it because it swaps my. Oh, well, does it keep that as well? Now that is interesting. I'm not sure myself on that. That is true. Whether you would, if the item wasn't on a list and you swap it in, but there's a list already, does the existing list actually work? I mean, I could delete it from the XML, your equipment XML, but what I mean is, I'm not really sure how that actually works. You know, are we going to lease the 70 tonner? Because I think leased items also appear. Oh, my TV is deciding it's trying to switch down right now. Yeah, if we lease it, we don't own it. I know that's obvious. What I mean is we don't own it, as in the real me. That this is my. Do we do a TARDIS, a giant for a? That's not a bad idea. Yeah, we're going to go for the Unreal because this is mechanics. This is not really me in the Let's Play, affecting the Let's Play, other than the fact that we're actually doing something to try to sort of work out a glitch that's caused by the map breaking, which we had. Yeah, we didn't do anything. I know this. Oh, of course I've got hand attach on and everything on the tie. Yeah, because I literally was coming in, yeah, as if I was in the Let's Play, which means I didn't untick anything. So, well, this is all practice. Oh, do you know, seriously. Yeah, I am actually thoroughly loving the hand attach. It is a cracking sort of thing. So, yeah, I don't know whether to put this on Zielonka or not, but it is really Zielonka. So, but it's more of a, not a mod review per se. No, you need to do your. Oh, I can't. There's no electrics for that. Surely there should be. No PTO. Oh, that's a little bit odd. Oh, but it does look like that actually. Yeah, it looks like the electrics are somehow self-contained. I don't know how, but hey ho. Some mods are alluring to themselves now. Yeah, I'm trying. Oh, it's a bit far out, I think. Oh no, you actually did that right. And long press said no PTO. I don't. No, it's just electrics. Right, I am going to, yeah, we've unfolded now, so we should be able to. No, I am right. This could be one of those rare things that actually it doesn't work with hand attach actually being on. I found a few items, not many. Typical. Now, we need to. No, we don't need to lower it now. Oh, it has got PTO. Oh, it's really weird with this how sometimes you've got to be in a certain position to get it done. Yeah, so this time I had to go high. Right, okay, so let's get this this done. I was hoping to goodness I never got. Whoa, I think I just walloped it. Yeah. Right, I'm going to go into a bit of a time lapse though, because I'm doing this as an episode per se, but not in the truest sense. But I still don't want this to take lots of time because it's not. Oh, what on earth? Okay, we need to go a little bit wider. Right, I'm going to say my words. When this is all done, we shall speak. So I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think that's us done. Not as much as I thought, really. 53 tonnes of... I'm not sure what to do with this, because if we stick a silo down, then I'm going to have to... I don't have a silo, and it's going to mean... Is there a railroad thing on there? I think there is, isn't there? It's not that far away. Oh, I've got all the standard settings on, haven't I? Let's switch auto save off. And we don't want that. We want normal. We want one. That may... Yeah, the only bad thing is as well, you've got to cycle through that to get to the one-day seasons. I'm sure, if I remember rightly, I think I've seen it in the distance. No, that's the grain mill. It's further away then than I thought. Grainpool East. I presume we can actually store things in that. Carpentry, I think it is. Sawmill. Yeah, because if I sell it now, I'm in serious trouble, because obviously the money's going to be rubbish. So we've got two options really. We have put a silo down, which there is, I think the one I was going to stick was 10 grand. Now the other thing I'm going to do now is we're going to get rid of this, but it's going to reveal a spoiler. I do apologise for this. I have no other option to do this but to do this, because we don't have this. Oh, hang on a minute. I can demolish. Oh, no, I haven't bought the land, haven't I? Oh, please don't tell me I've gone and done that stupid thing again. Oh no, I have. I've bought it. So why can I not? Yeah, apologise for this, but I delete. Unless it's because that thing's there. Yeah, you can't get in it, and I found that was a bit of a waste. But it might be that because that was there, it didn't let you demolish it, because I demolished this. Oh, okay. What? How strange is that? I cannot demolish this time. I did demolish this. It is mine. As in, no, did I? Did I use the hide? I might have done. Yes. Right. Now, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Whether did that actually make it go wrong? Now, that is, yeah, that is a special thing. So I don't know what to do. But yeah, also I've got to be careful where I put it. Everything we do now, the one thing that stays constant, yeah, because this is more about the literally the teaching of, like, well, that walking through, not teaching. You might already know a lot of this, truthfully, and I might be sort of speaking to myself, but then some people might be interested in it, because I know myself, I've been stuck at quite a few times as to not knowing this information. Anybody on a Mac or a PC, and the principles are there, because even those with Xboxes and PlayStations, it still is the same, even though you've not got control of these elements. The bottom line is the ground layer, all of what is the land that we're on, that is like, it is a set of ground layers with lots of different things, herbicide, and each one is like a layer, really. Now, it is possible for mods can affect a layer. Now, we had the fertilizer and alignment was working fine, and then all of a sudden it stopped working, and since that it's not stopped working. Now, on the new farmer start, which is, this is what made me realise that it was the ground layer that was broken on my start from scratch let's play. So we've gone start from scratch again. Obviously we've got to get rid of all the money and all the rest of it, and what I'll do is I'll swap my XMLs in, and then we'll still own this land, but whatever I put on here, it will be mine. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet you down at the, I'm going to stop recording for a minute. I'm going to go down and see if we can stick this into the the storage where the train is. So I'm going to see you in a minute. Fantastic, that has worked. So this is the Zielonka equivalent of the silo, the storage silo. So we have, I cannot help doesn't matter. Yeah, well, no need to grab it because it's all going to disappear in a puff of smoke. Unfortunately, that's another spoiler, so I know that's here now for the future. So yeah, we can basically come and grab this back and then sell the wood without any kind of faffing around. So that's fantastic. So then that's really pretty much it. Now all we need to do is send this little lot back, which you're looking in the totally wrong area. So we need to select and return. Oh, no, return. Yes. Select and return yes. Select and return yes. So all we possess on this, really, if we were to go to the time saving stock check, is we've got 53 tons of max value 59,000. So you can see that the value right this very second is awful. It is. So what we're going to do is now this no, we can do the sleep anywhere. We've got to go through. There's no point in buying anything at all, unfortunately. Or do we make some allowance? I've got 70 grand. Do we allow? Because the one thing that really always has griped me a little bit about this is the fact that you have got to do all of this extra work. And a bit like anything else, it's supposed to be a game. So do we? Let's just keep the 70. We have got 76,000. Let's just do away with minus 400. Which leaves us 70. Why is that stopping? Just could be a noticed person. Yeah, so now we've got to go through from August. We'll check the sales. I agree. I don't think that's a bad thing. And we can switch that into our XML file, or I might have to do a bit of jiggery poker in the background. So really all we're trying to do now is, from this point onwards, I want to show this though, because if there is in the proper Let's Play now, and I've got to really put this in Zielonka, start from scratch, otherwise you'll think, well, how did you get from A to B? That's what I always said. Chain of evidence. That is why this is going to literally be included in the main Zielonka start from scratch, because we've got to get this back so that the map is working again, yeah, as it should be. The other thing is, do we check the piano thing? Was the piano thing breaking part of? That means we need to add another 140,000 to do the test, and then we'll do. No, that's going to muck things around. Let's leave this as it is. Yeah, everything has a consequence. It's a bit like a time paradox. Whatever you do affects that ripple in time, in so much as from that point going forwards, that is now part of the events of this world. So if I buy that and I can't sell it, it's stuck on this, and yeah, we'll have to find that one out going forwards. Probably is going to be a Giants fix, really, because if it is broken or it isn't broken, although I suppose what we could do is, yeah, I'm being silly really. Why not do this save right now? And then after that fact, again, it's all after and before. If we now add 140,000 and we pop over to the pianos, which in this Let's Play we're going into pianos. Now, am I going to get this right this time? Yes. Right, now C then, and that's also, I'm not sure if it's likes that particular mode. I don't think it makes any difference. Now I know where this is this time. It's right here. Yes. Now on ours, when we went into productions, it said you do not own any productions. Is this true? Is it the piano thing that is broken, or was it my map? No. So that legitimately is broken. Okay. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back out and come back in. So you have it at the point that this is recorded, which is literally days after Zielonka was released. This is broken and needs a fix from Giants. Yeah, it is definitely broken. So yeah, we've established that. There's nothing to do with my map at all, because we've not done anything to affect the map. It is the map itself. Right, so then when I come back in, this will not have happened. We will be back with 72,000. So I'm going to see you in a minute. Right, yeah, I am still down here. So now all we've got left to do is, in the real game, I've got about 76,000 left. So we have got, we've also got a generator. Oh, this is annoying. Yeah, I know, it is a little bit strange. I suppose we could do that, because is that going to impact the game? Thinking about it, if we put the same, yeah, I'm not interested in putting a super generator to cheat. Well, it's not cheating really, yeah, because I mean this is taking me time. But we had the generator down here, so we're going to stick the same generator down, which is a little beaut. This one here by Bernie, that actually is, now this might be in a slightly, that's a point, yeah, it is in a slight. Why not stick this right next to the signs, which is sort of wasted space anyway? I could stick that I know it's slightly different. Now that is a point. Is that going to... If it affects things, we should do away with it. We'll just put it as simply as that. So, yeah, that is ours. It's still our land. Yeah, the land isn't going to change because obviously, yeah, and that what we've done to that land is necessary. We had to remove the trees because we removed the trees. Now, obviously, we've done it slightly differently. We've done that. It saved me a job, sort of, but it's still approaching. I think it's is it October or November we're in? October, I think. I believe it was in October. Yeah, so what we need to do now is remind myself of what is in the sales. Nothing of any use to us that we could afford anyway. Oh, we also need to put that money back because we've got 76,000 and we've got that. Yeah, so in fact, let's have a look. It's 64. We've got 76, so we need 12,000 to add to get back to what we really have got to play with on my actual game. I've got 76,803, so yeah, well, that's near as damn it. We've also got the house, but it doesn't really matter, not for this. Oh, we've also bought a little tiny shed. Now both of those facts we will rectify. Do we rectify that now? No, because we might want to put them in a slightly different position. Being as we've got this unique opportunity to do this, let's make the most of it. Right, so then we are now going to go to sleep. Now yeah, we can go now. Oh, now I'm gonna have to run around and do that silly thing. Yeah, I don't know what it is about this. You've got to like run around till at least 9:40. Move away from the place where you were. Some of these things might not be necessary, but if you don't do them, yeah, sometimes you have to go right to 10 o'clock. But I've also done it to 10 o'clock and I've stayed in the same place and that did absolutely nothing. It still said the same thing. Yeah. Once you go past 10 o'clock, the paradox is solved. Yeah, because it's the same August, I think there's a slight amount of movement in the sales, but not a lot. So we're only looking for little items, which is very rare that you get little items anyway, really. So, yeah. Wheel weights on the tractor are recommended for use. We have already got a spreader and everything, so none of that is any use. We haven't got a class either, so that's not useful either. We've already got a front loader as well. We paid full price for it. So then let's go through to August 3, and then September should settle down to a normal month, really. All the settings are obviously retained to the map that are map based, so there's obviously some things like fixing, repairs that we've got to change to match the settings on the original map, and then obviously there are global settings as well that literally are set globally, obviously. Oh, loan interest. Oh, we gave the money away without paying the loan off, you Wally. It's weird when you go out of step, it's true. Right, so we now need to give ourselves 200,000 back to pay the loan off. I'm glad this has happened in a way though, because to be honest, these are little tiny things that you really forget about when you're trying to do a specific purpose. It really is, quite interesting the way that you forget certain things. Right, brilliant. So we now paid off our loan and we're back down to where we were. So there is a bit of movement then. Yeah, we haven't got a baler on ours. It's a very good price. Do we need a baler? Well, we have got a harvester. All of these things are a little bit rich for us, really. We are really scratching in the dirt. We've got the 76,000, which to us on the start from scratch is a lot of money because we have really scratched around on this particular Let's Play. So if we now go till September morning. Why am I speeding up, Mr. Smith? Why are you doing that? I believe it's actually sleep, which is a completely different one. It's that on there. Yeah, so there's been more movement on this than there was in the main Let's Play in between the things. So yeah, obviously the map's got to be a little bit delicate, which is probably why it broke in the first place, because we didn't do anything bad at all other than play the game. Fertilising and liming was all that we actually did. So right, 77490. The Lizard American truck. Now we've got to also be careful. I did say this already, really, because yeah, I mean it is a cracking cracking mod, if I'm honest. It really is. Isn't that the one that I really like with the rear hitch? It is, yeah. Or is this? No, this is the one that I really do love. This is the 6x4 though. I'm not a massive fan of the 6x4s. I actually like the smaller ones, which you can get for about 24,000. So that would be a cracking buy for us. But again, I'm really looking for little implements that may or may not be useful to us. Now we're in September. Now we need to sleep through till October. And I think I'm going to check my footage and just pause this for 1 second and just make sure that I am right. I think it was October we got to, and we were just cutting the wood because it was approaching the good price, and I was saying that all we got to do is literally, yeah, the contracts were also going a little bit strange too. Yeah, corn header 6 meter, could our little, I don't think it could cope with that at all. That is a good thing. But really, again, I did also stipulate on this particular map, I wanted to stick to the map type things really, where we were buying equipment from this sort of neck of the woods basically. So I'm going to leave it there. What we're going to do next is I'm going to stop this. You can't, I don't know if you can. I'm going to go on, I'm going to be sort of slightly gentle. I'm going to save the game, and then I'm going to stick in the XML files that you need, which is your vehicles, farmlands. Now we can add with the F12, we've already added the money, so the money should be sort of literally as is. Farmlands, which is literally the fields that you own, and items, I think it's just those four. And also in my case, I want the name, I've got like that mod where it names the workers, and I always choose Star Wars names, so that's another XML file I'll also be tweaking in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to step back as well, because it will tweak all of the buildings and everything that we own and bring them all in, which means I'll probably have to sell the tower that is over there, as in the one that's over here, because we've now got it over there and I quite like it over there. So yeah, we've got this unique opportunity. We'll sell that one, but we'll also give that money away so that there's no unfair advantage. We bought that first hand before the Let's Play started, so I am due one. Also got the Omatana house, but we're going to bring those in when we bring the XML files. Yeah, now we didn't alter the ground. Another thing, important thing as well, is if in your original, if you imagine you've got a reason, people say a new save is required. If you use this information, it isn't. Now when I am faced with a map update, I will do exactly what I'm doing now, which is I will take out my XML for my items and vehicles. Items includes anything in silos as well, so if you've got like 60 tons of corn and it's in a silo, the silo and the corn all come with it. Any fertilizer in equipment all comes along with your items. It is as simple as that. But what this can be very useful for is obviously those map saves where it says a new save game is required. You don't necessarily have to do that. All you need to do is switch these XML files in afterwards. But there is one slight thing that's a problem. If you, when you put a silo down, mucked around with the ground layer, with the tools to raise, lower, level, all of that type of stuff, the ground layer on the original map, that's all, your item will come in at that level, but the ground on the new map is at a different height. So you do have to tweak around with that type of thing, which basically means the item may or may not work and you might have to sell it and put it back on rare occasions. I only had that on Hobo's Hollow once. I had a silo that I'd never worked again because it didn't quite, the ground layer had done something strange and you had to sell it. I never did, I just bought another silo. But yeah, you just sort of, because I think I could draw it out. I don't think the grate worked, so it is a bit random, and it's what Giants warn you about when you use V mode. It's pretty much the same thing, because the layer might be below the surface of the map, so therefore you can't get to it anymore. So that's the only warning I'm going to give you. Apart from that, everything's hunky-dory. And of course you can still muck around with the ground layer afterwards in most cases, and most things you could sell and put the money back and all the rest of it. But 90% or 95% of the stuff is going to be absolutely fine, especially vehicles and stuff like that. And your XML stores exactly what you had, how old it was, how damaged it was, all of that type of thing. So it's a really good way of dodging the new save game required bullet if you're on Mac or PC. So the next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to stop the game, stop the recording, I'm going to put the XML files in that you need, and you will see. And obviously we've sort of on this map we've already bought that field again, so it's not going to alter. I'm not going to get the same field 59 twice because I already own 59, so it'll just say 59 and I'll own that still, and that's the only thing we did own, full stop. But also my tractors and all the few little bits of equipment that we have got, the trailer, that we will own, and obviously we'll also have, I hope we'll have that wood. I think we will, because it's still the same items, I think, but I might need to copy that. A worst case scenario, I could literally buy, I mean, I've got it on camera, but yeah, if we just try to burn this into my brain, 53 tons of wood chips, so I could always grab that and give myself the money back and then sell the 53 tons of wood chips. So there's lots of ways you can do it, really, especially on PC and Mac. But yeah, I'm going to stop the recording now, and then I'm going to bring you back in onto the new Zielonka Start From Scratch with all of the settings. I'm going to change the settings as well to what this should be. So I'm going to see you shortly. Right, now this time I'm actually taking you in with me, yeah, just so you can see exactly what's happened. I know I could sort of cheat and not sort of show you that type of thing, but yes, now we should now see. Oh, have I not done? Yeah, now I've forgotten to bring something in. The sheds. Ah, no, is that? No, it is true. Yeah, I've forgotten one XML file, and that's the one where I've done vehicles, placeables. I've forgotten placeables. That's it. Yeah, placeables is the one that I've forgotten. I'm glad in a way that I've forgotten, because this is what really sort of shows you. Farmlands is the fields, and there is one called fields, which isn't fields at all. So farmlands is the lands that you owe. Well, we should still owe 59 anyway, because we bought it on this particular map. Courseplay is another one I forgot to mention, which if I jump into this now and I switch the Courseplay, you will now see Courseplay, the vehicle bits of Courseplay, and you will see that I've actually got these. Now that actually follows the Courseplay folder that you've got on your particular map. The weird thing is also it sort of shows on both Zielonkas, which I don't really get that. So there must be a map within a folder within the game that says Zielonka. So that then means that everything created in that thing, because I can see both of these on both maps. But yeah, if you copy that in from your folder, the bottom line is it comes into here as all of that lot as well. So there's a few things. Helper admin, I should now also have the names of my, now there is a way to get to that, but I very rarely use it. I usually use the XML switch and never ever bother changing the names through the HUD. It didn't used to work very well, so I prefer to do it through the XML. It might be fixed. It was like when it first came. It's a mod that I really wanted. So you can see everything that we own, which we should even have. The age of this should all be the same. The fact that I have my fuel's not up is all exactly as it was before. The only difference is now, again, we should have still 53 tons. Now of course the silage, we had one bale left. Got some diesel, some fertilizer, so that does go to show that everything that we had we still own. Does that include the bags that we had at the store? I would have thought so. They're items. Yeah, the bale is in exactly the same place as it was before. The fuel that we bought there should also be, and that's what I'm saying, these are all items with things in them. There should be net wrap down at field 60 something, so there should be a little white blob right next to 64. You see, it's exactly how it works. So the only thing I've forgotten to do is I've not added my placeables in. So yeah, like houses, there's a house that needs to come in, and it will also swap another one of those. So there's, I suppose what I could do is actually add the money in. It would be quicker for me now, but obviously this was really for me showing you about the placeables, but we will add this in the other way now. I think we'll just do it the other way. So we want farmhouses, going to stick to exactly what I had before, and we will give ourselves the money back, because I have already paid for this, as you all know. Well, those who've watched earlier ones, I put this in already. and that's because it's too close to the yeah, I think we will put it there. Yeah, and we will do a tiny little bit of a path. Now, we didn't pay for this, so yeah, well, we did. We paid for it before we gave the thing back. Now, we had a shed down here. I think what I'm going to do, though, because I found that shed isn't useless, that's not what I'm trying to say at all, but it's so tiny, the shed that I put down here, that, you know, I'm willing to sacrifice it and give myself the 1,000 back for it and choose a bigger, I was going to say better then. Yeah, it's so tiny that you can't really get your items in it properly, and that's all I mean by it. So we don't need to shift the wood. The one advantage is, because we've had to do what we've done, I've already done this session's work, which was to shift those logs. So we're sort of pretty much where we should be. Did we check the sales for this morning? Yeah, because obviously this is new. This is all... yeah, this is random. Although I did find the XML for this. Now, it didn't used to be there, I don't think, but there is a sales XML with those items in. So you could, now that it is in that place, actually sort of cheat. Now that I know that it is in there, I'm sure it never used to be in there. I'm sure I've looked at this in the past and there was nothing in there like that. But it may be that, yeah, I don't know, perhaps I didn't see it. So we've got everything we had before. We had the harvester and all of these few items. Did we have a contract for today? Oh, now that I suppose that is perhaps the greatest thing that would be really useful to test, and that is fertilizer or liming contracts. Yeah, 59 and 65, because this is the session really, so that they would be 59 and 65 are both down there. So, moment of truth, drum roll, please. Let's grab you, accept and accept. Is there anything else down that end? I think it's more about, will we need to come back for the... Now, the other thing is getting that out. I think what we're going to do, because the one thing I'd forgotten, I think we're going to go and change the configuration. We did that for the woods, to grab the wood out. But now we've done what we've done, we've got 53 tons. Now what? Oh wow! Why am I whistling around like? Ugh. Why is that? Was it? Perhaps that was dragging on the floor. No, nothing to do with that. I think we're going to have to turn... Oh, wow. Okay. Let's try that again, shall we? Ooh. Right, I think we need to drop the weight. Okay. It may have been that all along, then that actually was the problem. So yeah, rather than what I thought it was. So then, I'm loving the hand attached. So let's get cracking. We're back to normal now. So that basically is how you, on Mac or PC, swap your XMLs. Really, as simple as that. And you can get away with not needing a new save game if you do it that way. It really is the biggest regret I've got. I've got to be honest, anybody who's watched any of my Let's Plays will know that the pass-through weight is a massive thing that I love. I really do. So to not have it working properly is really a bit of a blow. Yeah, that the hand attach is causing it not to work properly because it doesn't recognise its quality of being able to pass through like it is. So right, what we need to do is grab that and we'll get those contracts done. We'll also top up our lime. Do we put the samurai on? Oh, there is one thing I do want to say. First of all, oh no, bale trailer is the right one. Oh, so it changed the colour to blue now. Actually did do exactly what... Oh, yeah, we need to... Now, that's true. Now, I was going to... What I was going to do is, on the normal Let's Plays, you can, not cheat exactly, but you can grab... Now then. Yeah, you can use your 3-point link to actually grab things, but I think this is by holes is a little bit taller. Yeah, the trailer's not as low as most trailers, because it's a bit of a jack of all trades, really. Yeah, you can actually go to the side of that and grab that with a standard attach, but obviously we're doing hand attach. So now I'm going to sort of cheat here, and I do apologise, because it's the only way I'm going to get this off and keep the fertiliser stuff inside that as well. So I do apologise, it's a bit Neanderthal, but it's the only way I can actually... Ooh, I'm dragging that somehow. Oh, seriously? Yes, ooh. So if we drag that out a little now, we should be able to let that go and grab the fertiliser spreader. Yeah, we're going to need to drag it out, which is of course going to be a little bit heavy for us as well. Right, okay then, so we need to pull it out. It should have, yeah, it has got some fertiliser in it. We saw that, or lime, I can't remember, because I think it's got fertiliser in it. I think we did fertiliser contracts last. So if we now drop that like that, we should now be able to get in front of it and grab it on. I think it has got, I'm sure, because fertiliser's like grey white, whereas lime is bright, vivid white. Yeah, that's definitely fertiliser. And we need to press short press Z and long press Z. Well, with my key config anyway. And then we need to raise it up, and we will expel the fertiliser. What we're going to do though is we're going to do a fill first and fill it up. We could be clever really and take the trailer with us. No, there's no real need. Now, you know, this is the awkward bit, because we've got to get the lime. And I'm trying to think, how can we do... You know, one of the few things you can, I think I said this last session, is you can still drop, yeah, those off. That's the only thing you can actually do from the comfort of your... I mean, can we? Yeah, we can. I'm just thinking. Yeah, now, ooh, that is actually lime, so we need that. We also, oh, I would have thought that would have actually coped with that. Yeah, it won't. Wow. Okay, so let's fill that back box with lime and hope that will actually survive, and we can actually... Oh yeah, we did want to do with the refill tractor, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, that's one of the few things that's really bad about the Zeta is the fact that it's got a very tiny tank, which you'd imagine for it's a very tiny tractor. It's forever needing to be filled. Now, I would have thought if we fill this up, we'd probably... No, yes, it's smashing. Right, I suppose one thing we could do, which we didn't do last time, is why don't we just grab the remnants of the bag with the big bag handler? Because I believe... Why did I not think of that earlier? Yeah, because these are the light bags. Yeah, they're like, you know, those with a 50 kilogram sort of speciality, so it would be far better to drop this off. I don't know how much there is in it, but we can check that out. That is 410 litres, so very, very little, really. But, yeah, we can attach it. And it really should be... Oh, that's almost like it's actually got real weight. Oh, never mind. Right, let's go to the bottom. We've only got that amount of lime. Do we grab a new lime? Looks like we've already got one. Oh, we've got some lime there. Let's grab that one as well. I think we did buy it. No, it's still a remnant. Yeah, you can, and it's still that's got real weight actually. Now I thought that particular mod had actually made them to the 50 kilogram ones, but obviously not. Alright, so we're going to go to the bottom. I'm going to go straight into a time lapse, so we're going to get those two fields hopefully done on what we've got. We're going to drop these off at the bottom, I might add, so that we're not... but yeah, I think if we got the full... that's done some horrible there. Let's just quickly alter that. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And as always, as fellow shareholders on the farm, I always love to hear from you. And goodbye for now.